quickly now. Distribution and warehousing network, Dawn. Manufactures and distributes hardware, sanitary ware, plumbing equipment, kitchen fittings, engineering products, civils products, that's like heavy-duty pipes, sourced through more than 2,500 suppliers in South Africa, sub-Saharan Africa, and all over the rest of the world. They import certain stuff, certainly in the plumbing environment, from all four corners of the globe. Market cap of 2.2 billion rand, so we've taken quite a big step downwards. Yeah. Price to earnings ratio of 13.9. I don't think they're currently in dividend paying mode. No. This is a shorter term chart, surely. That's interesting. I don't know about that chart. It looks a bit strange, but they had quite a big slump back in the last days, but they also seem to be looking better in recent period.
Yeah, so I think this has been quite a big turnaround story. This was in what we described earlier. I think they were sort of a high flyer, expanded a lot, had a national network, and then saw when demand dropped significantly, obviously their costs were out of line with that, and they saw losses in certain parts of their business, the sanitary ware business, and also the Dawn Solutions business, which sort of does the logistics for the group. And that's where there's been a big turnaround, and you're seeing it reflected in the share price more recently, where they were able to reduce the cost significantly, and obviously the margins came through, and the performance, I think their last set of results, earnings were up 62% on the previous interim period.
And clearly it's coming off some easy compares, but they seem to have plastered over the problems that they had in their balance sheet, because I think they had some scary moments there. I can't remember whether they did a substantial rights issue or whether they just sort of had a bit of an arrangement with some of their financiers. Okay, so at this point in the cycle, these guys sell to plumbers, to bucky builders, they sell Cobra taps, at every price point through all of the guys that do that sort of retailing. Are we feeling positive about the sort of home improvement cycle, and accordingly hot on this one?
Yeah, so they said they got exposure to homes over 80 square meters. So that's, I guess, your more medium and high-end homes, not that very low-end, low-cost housing. So, the consumer demand, I think, in the medium term is going to be good. I think they have some exposure to infrastructure spend as well, so it's quite an interesting animal from that respect. I think they have got their costs under control. They had recently a credit rating from S&P that sort of reaffirmed that the margins are sustainable going forward. So I think it's a very interesting play, and given an upturn in the cycle, they could participate.
And these guys are pretty good at managing their sources of inventory. They look at the rand and they buy, or they source locally, etc., etc.
That's right. They're good traders. Yeah.
Okay, so we're hot on this one?
Yeah.
Seems hot. Yeah.